but you do get a nicer finish if you just put one insert there. Okay. It's more uniform. Yeah. But the 6 insert tool just, I mean, I cut those at 20 inches.
So, where are you from?
We're from Amboy, Washington, which is just north of Portland, Oregon. My name is Byron Hatfield, and this is my son, Jeremiah Hatfield.
Nice to meet you. So what are you here for?
We're here. I tried to make it to the last open house, didn't make it, and we got to get away and come to this one, so we're looking forward to what we have to learn and meet other fellow Tormach owners. Really excited about it.
So you own a Tormach?
Yes, yeah, PCNC 1100.
What do you do with it?
We manufacture small parts for, we have one customer right now, but fortunately he's paying all the bills, and just small machine parts. Looking into getting the lathe next year, if everything works out, and get into some turn parts.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you.
You bet.
We got a schedule of events in there. We got a map over to Lucky's for afterwards, and what else is in an order form? Yeah. And a skate. Yeah. And then we have breakfast down in the middle there. All right. Go get some coffee.
My takeaway for this and thinking about Tormach and small businesses is the TEG was great because I was in an apartment and it satisfied that need. But what I love about the Tormach is it was the right machine for me back in 2007 when I still didn't know that much, and it continues to be a great machine for me to this day. And, yeah, there are some things I maybe feel like maybe I've outgrown, but it is a great machine. And even now when I'm trying to train the guy Jared that works for me, I would never put him on a 800 inch per minute machine that's going to cost me more for a service repair than my whole Tormach did as I bought it. So.
My name is John Gore. I'm a PCNC 770 owner, and I'm here at the open house today to meet a bunch of the other machinists and owners, and hopefully learn a few more tricks.
You've been here before, right?
I was here in January for the class, for the 4-day Intro to CNC class, which was awesome. I kind of probably was one of the last classes on the mock, and now of course we're using PathPilot, which is a much nicer experience.
So, what do you do? What do you make?
I make custom electronic cigarettes.
Could I see some?
Yep, I have some right over here on the table. These ones here were originally developed with 3D printing. I started with plastics and wanted to move on to metals and woods, and that's when I discovered Tormach. And I've been very pleased with the experience so far.
So what do you hope to do with that then?
I'm hoping to use some fancier materials. There's a certain segment of the market for electronic cigarettes that likes stabilized wood or composite materials or things like that. So I'm using the enhanced capabilities of the Tormach PCNC to build a higher quality device.
Okay. How soon are you two creating that device?
I have all the modeling and the CAM work done in Fusion 360 right now, and I'm looking to, I've slowly started to produce the parts now, so I'm hoping that by the end of next week I'll have my first production prototype.
Awesome. Keep us updated, okay?
I will do that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi, my name is Joe Neal. I own a small guitar company in Indiana called Rock Rabbit Guitars, and I'm interested in expanding my production. So far I make some small parts out of titanium and aircraft aluminum, and I have customers wanting more parts that I don't have the machinery to make, and just looking to see what's available. Tormach is local to me. It's only a few hour drive up here in Wisconsin. Thought I'd come here to open house and see what you have to offer and meet the people and, you know, see how things sound.
I'm Jason, machinist here with Tormach. This is Jeff. He's a machinist as well. We'll cover The 1100, we got the 770 sitting here on the right. What we have set up in this machine is our tombstone set up to run 12 whistles at a time. So we'll kind of get a little bit in depth on how we fixtured it and some of the accessories and options and stuff.
So you're going to get, with the Pro, down to an accuracy of tenths if it's calibrated correctly. The machine itself, we advertise obviously that it's about a thou to a thou and a half, so you're not going to get a greater repeatability than that.
So with carbide, you can run tools hotter, and especially when you're talking about small diameter tools, that's really advantageous because you don't have a lot of mass in those small diameter tools that heat up really, really fast.
So soft jaws, we sell all kinds of them. Here's a set of monster soft jaws, that's what they're called. These are like 8-inch. The intention with these is you're going to machine them. You're going to put holes in them or slots or various different configurations so that you can optimize a way of holding your workpiece.
But I like dreaming up stuff.
This reminds me of a wrench I had for a bicycle that's not made out of wood.
So you put it like this. Oh, it just holds the flat pages flat.
Yeah, it holds pages flat. It really works slick.
I'm Eric Mang, and I'm a PCNC 1100 owner, and I've had it for a couple of years, but I still am just fundamentally learning a lot about what it means to use it and use software to make ideas that I have. And I'm within a 4-hour drive, and I saw it was offered last year, and I couldn't make it, and I really wanted to see what was happening, and heard good things about it last year, and I thought this time around I'd do it, and so here I am.
So where are you from?
I'm from the Twin Cities, from Minneapolis.
What do you make?
So far, not a whole lot. I've just kind of looking at what sort of I work in the cycling industry and in bicycling, and there's always little pieces that can come in handy that can help you customize some things. And I work for a company that makes a lot of small pieces, but we really currently make most of it in Taiwan after we design it. And I think that there's a real place for, you know, doing some of that stuff in-house, especially with prototyping that we currently still have to source locally. So.
Now, can you program in a program stop after it threads to check your threads before you cut it off?
Yeah, you could definitely do that. You could just go in and add an M0 to the code, or an M1 if you want to do optional stops, so you can, run it the first time and then just check it.
So does the Conversational naturally build in M01's optional stop commands?
It does not. It's a good thought though. You can turn that one up. I'm a fan of those on the end and everything. Just
Something like this, if you haven't seen a Hamre 3D tester before, take a look at that.
It does 2 axes at once.
It does 3 at once. Yeah, you can touch X, Y, and Z with that. It's pre-calibrated for the diameter.
So you bolt this thing up, and then you have
You should
identify where all these are.
And that's done
How do you
via the
do that?
control software.
What I like to do when I'm first running a program, when I'm proving it out, and I don't think we ever show this in a video, we don't explain it in our, maybe we explain it in the class, I don't know. This makes running new code that you're not sure what's going to happen. Maybe you didn't code it right yourself, you wrote it by hand, who knows? I know I've crashed these machines many, many times. So I'll bring the max velocity down to 0. I'll hit cycle start. I'll come back here, I'll grab max velocity, and I'll start sliding it up. And the nice thing about these sliders is you can notice my mouse has way off of the slider, right? But I still have my finger clicked on it. I clicked on it, I let my finger click, and now I can go to the right, there's max velocity. If I move to the left, it stops. I don't have to keep my eyes on the screen. I can have my head in the middle. Ah! Wait, now that looks right. So it's much easier to work with that way.
There's plenty of videos out there that show SprutCAM working.
So I kind of changed it up here this past week, and I decided that I talked with SprutCAM, and they gave me permission to unveil SprutCAM 10 at first. But I like to have SprutCAM play around with the release version, figure out any bugs that are still in there before we just go ahead and start selling it.
We sell independent 4-jaw chucks for our 8-inch standards, our tiltings. You could use this on the super spacers. The only thing you're going to run into is these come with little alignment pins built into the back.
Other tool offset systems, some people use a master tool, things like that to be zero. True tool length, when you have a TTS tool with a flange, is better, because if that master tool ever becomes damaged, or that master tool, changes in some way, you crash the system with it, all your other tool lengths are, it's hard to remeasure a new tool. So we try to stick with from the flange to the tip of the tool.
So my name is Chris Meyer. I founded and run Sector 67. We're a nonprofit here in Madison, Wisconsin. It's like a community workshop or a hackerspace.
Okay. How long has that been going?
We started in 2010. I got a mechanical engineering degree from UW and founded it, and have been off and running. We've got a couple hundred members over time, and a lot of people work on really cool projects.
So what are you doing here?
So I'm here to learn a lot more about CNC systems, whether it's mills or lathes. We've got some of our own machines, and then a lot of the sort of knowledge is universal, and so learning more about how to run some of the tool holders and tooling systems and a lot of other things is really valuable.
What do you love most about Sector 67?
What's really fun about Sector 67 is the diversity of the people that come in. We get kids who are in high school or middle school or even younger. We get retired folks. We get people all ages coming in with a lot of different knowledge, a lot of different information, and being able to help them understand how some of the equipment works and what things they can do with it is really valuable. We're moving into a new building, hopefully this next year, and I would love to put some of your machines in place, so we'll have to talk about that and see.
Awesome, that's great. Where's the new building going to be at?
We're going to be right on East Washington Avenue,
Great.
Right across the street from where all the Gebhardt buildings are now.
Yeah, because I know you guys got kind of crammed for space right now.
Yeah, we've always been a little squished for space.
That's okay. Awesome, cool.
Cool.
Well, congrats, thanks.
No, thank you.
Fusion is an entire solution, design to fabrication. So when you look at it here, we need to tell the software, I'm going to only machine that block in the center, right? So step number one is, you can see where it has the setup tab active right here.
I noticed you've been here all day pretty much with your son.
That's right.
And what's your son's name?
This is Kai.
Hi.
They got his name wrong on the name tag, so.
Really?
Yeah.
How's your name spelled?
K-A-I, not K-A-N.
So how old are you, Kai?
7.
7. Now, are you interested in CNC, or what are you interested in?
I'm interested in CNC. I like programming things. I'm a beginner on programming.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a beginner on what we did back in that room over there.
Okay,
We were
so
designing.
what kind of stuff do you do at home?
One time I tried out designing. Remember that, Dad?
What's that?
Do you remember when I tried designing?
Yeah.
And I programmed my robot.
You got a robot?
Yeah, it's only about that big.
Really? What's it do?
It's just it has a remote, but what's really strange is it looks like a TV remote.
Really?
Yeah.
So what does your dad do?
He works at TAC Rockford. And he has CNC machines, and we like to call them toys because they're basically to us toys.
Big toys. You get to play around with them?
Sometimes I get to use some things, right?
So what kind of machines do you have?
We have a Tormach machine.
You do? Which one?
770.
Awesome. Great. So what do you do with it?
We haven't only had it for just 2-3 months, but we make a lot of one-off and prototype parts. So we're really on the learning curve of using the machine.
So what do you do for work?
The company makes sensors that are actually used on machine tools, so specialty sensors.
So it's really awesome that you're teaching your kid this. How soon did he start learning this?
I guess as soon as he was interested, which was pretty much from the beginning.
That's great.
So he's just interested in everything.
Awesome. Well, good luck with your Tormach.
Well, thank you.
And thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kai.
You're
Have a good day. High five. Bam. Thank you.
So hi, I'm Martin, and I run the Ringinator.
What's that?
It's a tool to make jump rings for jewelers, chainmail, and just art projects like that. And I bought my Tormach a couple of years just to make that one tool. And ever since then, I've expanded to make a lot of other cool stuff, and it's been a great machine.
What's the name of the company again?
It's the Ringinator.
Ringinator.
Yep,
You got a
based
website?
out of Minneapolis. And the website is ringinator.com.
So, what do you like about your Tormach?
It's fairly idiot-proof, and it's pretty much, if I can see it on the screen, I can make it out of metal, which is great. It's one of the great things that I love with SprutCAM. This is just a cool project that I made about 10 years ago. It's about 5,000 little fishing lure spinner blades that have been modified and attached together, and it's a really shiny scale shirt.
So, what is the Ringinator, actually?
It's kind of like a miniature table saw.
Okay.
So it uses a tiny little jeweler saw blade that runs off a power drill, and it can slit pretty much just metal. It slits small pieces of metal. I gotta get this. Dude, no, you're doing it wrong. You gotta bend over. Bend over. That was fun. And then shake.
That's so fun.
We were working really way harder than we needed to. That came up.
Literally, build a prototype, put it in someone's hands. What do you think? Okay, build another one.
Put a little bit more radius.
What do you think about this? Oh wait, that's garbage too. And what I found in the 4 months since we've had the tool, that's exactly how we're using it. Because you can find that, oh, you know what? That was good. I can make it better. I can make it better again. I can make it better again, and you can iterate.